So you want to learn how to stay away from boring clips like this and instead turn them into this grunge style within just a few minutes. Well, in this tutorial, I'm about to break it down step by step, quick and easy inside of After Effects. And for you guys who don't know, I'm Lurking Visuals and I run the Stay Creative store, where we got preset packs that will instantly level up your edits. And this effect is actually from my Ultimate VFX kit, which includes over 55 assets right now, but I'm sending out a huge update soon, so make sure to go and grab it before the price goes up. I'll have it linked in the description for you guys, as well as all of my other preset packs, but let's get right into it. So I'm in After Effects and I got these two clips right here from this Osama Some music video. They barely have any effects on them except for like the end right here and the beginning of this clip, but it's still some pretty clean clips, so I'll be editing on them. The first thing that I'll be doing, like we always do, is adding an adjustment layer. So right click, go to new and create a new adjustment layer. And to create this effect, you can either, like I said in the intro, open up the Ultimate VFX kit. And here I got the OPIUM Flickr 2, and all you gotta do is just simply drag it onto your adjustment layer. You will instantly have this OPIUM Flickr, which is actually insane. And when you buy these packs, you get them instantly to your emails. But I'll also break down this effect, so I'll remove all of the effects and we'll start over. So the first effect that I'll be adding on is a Sapphire hotspot. So for you guys who have Sapphire, you just drag this one on. If you don't have Sapphire, there's actually another effect you can replace this with, but I'll get into that after. But I'll start off at 0 and keyframe it and then go like half a second in and drag it up to 0.8 right there. And now we got this pretty dark and our subject is completely black, but the background is still visible, which is basically what I want, so the flicker can hit extra on the background. This also depends on your clip. If your clip is pretty dark, then you might want to turn up your threshold. For those of you who don't have Sapphire, you could replace this with a threshold effect. It's basically the same thing. It's of course a little bit different, but this is like a free version, so it looks like this. Maybe not the same quality, but it still looks decent. Now I'll be adding on the next effect, which is a Sapphire flicker, and I'll be dragging this onto my adjustment layer. And if you don't have Sapphire, you could use an effect like a strobe light. It's also a great flicker, but you have to mess a lot with the settings. And for this one, I'll be pressing U on my keyboard. Now I can see my keyframes, so I'll go right here where I had my other keyframe and turn up the flicker to like 0.45 like that, and keyframe the amplitude and then go back to the beginning and have it turned down to 0. Now I'll be adding on a glow, and you can just add your preferred glow. Deep glow works very well with this effect, but for the sake of this tutorial, I know some of you guys don't have deep glow, so I'll go for the built-in glow in After Effects and just drag this in. And I'll turn up the glow threshold to 100 at the beginning and turn up the glow radius to 250 and the intensity to like 1.6. Then we can go to our other keyframes and keyframe the intensity and actually turn down the threshold to 60 like this. And then we can go back to the beginning and turn down the intensity to 0. Now if I play through, we should see that the effect is starting to come together. And yeah, it looks decent right now, but there's still some extra things that will need to be added. So I'll add on a Distort chroma from Sapphire once again, and we'll be messing a lot with these settings. So I'll turn down the amount to 0 here at the beginning and keyframe the amount and turn up the blur length to some really high number like 600 or 500. Mess around with it and see what you like, and go halfway through our clip and turn up the amount to like 0.25 like this. If it's not too much, maybe like 0.15 like this. As long as you're able to see your subject, then you know it's the right setting for you. You can even turn it down a little bit more if you like to like 0.1, but I really like the look of this, so I'll keep it like this. And you can see that the effect is starting to come together. It still feels like it's missing something, so I'll be adding on a grain effect. And just drag it onto the adjustment layer, and I'll be changing the viewing mode to final output. Let's actually turn down the intensity to 0 at the beginning and keyframe that one and go halfway through our clip and turn it up to 1.7. That's maybe a bit too much, so I'll actually turn it down to like 1.2. And now it looks like this, and it looks pretty good right now. But for you guys who have this plugin, you can also add it on as a finishing touch, and it's called Signal. So all you gotta do is search up Signal and just drag it onto your adjustment layer, and it looks like this, which kind of enhances that dark and grungy look, and it looks like this right now, which is actually crazy. And you can decide if you want to keep it like this or not. This was just an extra detail for those of you who watched this far, but that's pretty much it. And if you instantly want to level up your music video edits, go and grab the ultimate VFX kit right now. I'll leave it linked in the description, and make sure to follow my IG. I'm really active on there, and also giving out a lot of sauce and a lot of updates on new packs and things like Patreon that's coming soon, and a lot more stuff just in general. But that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.